that sticky, stanky harvest. They show it all organic and nice. If you're curious or wanna grow with kindness, Grow Daddy TV just might have some advice. Come on, come on. Grow Daddy TV, come on. They break it down. Light, water, temperature, and humidity. It's cannabis kindergarten for every grower in the community. Yeah, come on, come on. Grow Daddy TV, come on. Germination, soil mixing, up pots and LST, defoliation, harvest, and curing properly. So tune in every week to catch the magic. Grow Daddy TV. Come on, come on. Grow Daddy TV, come on. Come on, come on. Grow Daddy TV, come on.
Hey everybody, I'm Grow Daddy, aka Patrick, and welcome to Grow Daddy TV Studios. Yeah, you've made it. You've made it to our 11th season, our 18th episode, and we're so excited, you guys, because you want to know why? It's epic. It's going to be the grow is epic. I mean, we've got such beautiful looking girls this grow. I'm a little worried over here at the LARF. At any rate, I know we got a lot of new people, and before they go, I kind of want to talk a little bit about what's going on.
Oh, wait. Before, we're going to talk about some stuff before we get into some serious weed porn.
Yeah.
But we just got to let people know, you're going to get some weed porn like you ain't never seen.
We love to show off the girls, and we do that in our weed porn segment, you guys. But nevertheless, I'm a little distracted because I got high, right? We pre-gamed, and you saw that. So I'm gonna need a little bit of your help, Mr. Grow Daddy. But for people that just got here, I like to explain kind of what we're doing in the tent, you guys. We grow 4 plants here legally in Canada, and I think even if I was in California, my home state, I think where you're allowed to grow more, I think I'd still be growing 4 because it's just an optimal amount for me to grow. It gives me what I want. And you know, I don't need more than that.
You like to grow in a certain style, like organically, just simply in soil.
Different genetics every grow.
Yep.
Never know what I'm growing.
Yeah, box of chocolate.
Yeah, and I like to just add water and do it as easily as I can. And I don't like to, I could certainly do a lot of different experiments with different pots, different ways to water, different soils, different mediums. You can do experiments until you never actually get really good plants. Or you could figure out, you could pick a lane and you could get in that lane and just get good at that lane. You don't need
the slow lane, right?
You don't need to grow every way. And I'm choosing to grow a very simply way, a way you're probably never really going to be in the market for, I would say, really pushing your plants, to maximum, which costs money and time, which I don't want to put into the plants.
Yeah, we're not going to break any
No Guinness Book of World Records here, you guys, but you want to know what? We get an average, and we figured this out over the last 5 or 6 grows. We get an average of 4.6 ounces a plant of hard, dense bud. Now, we're not counting the LARF or anything that we don't...
Because Grow Daddy doesn't like smoking it, and I don't like trimming it. Nobody likes trimming.
No, but we do show it in our harvest video. We show every bud that we've grown, and we show our trim. We show everything, and it's all weighed out, so you guys have something to compare it to, because it's the way I would want information delivered to me.
I think that's one of the things about our show is, like, if you're interested, if you want to compare your grow to someone's grow, we'll actually show you how we're growing and give you our spreadsheet and everything. And at the end of the season, we always do a total breakdown. We show you exactly what we got, everything.
You want to know what? It's really cool information, because when I first started growing, I really didn't even smoke a lot before I started growing, because I had been driving truck my entire life. And we just couldn't. We got checked all the time.
We got tested.
We got tested. So nevertheless, I didn't have, I forgot, I'm stoned. I forgot where I was going with that. It was somewhere really good.
Well, ooh, Heather is good, but no, you were just saying that you never really... never got a chance to smoke it much. You never, really thought about growing it much.
Right.
And it's just kind of interesting to know the details about, like, how it all turns out.
Still can't remember what the hell I was going to talk about. I had something great up here, you guys. We like to say fuck hashtag or fuck larf. We like to say hashtag fuck larf in the tent.
Say that 3 times.
I can't do it again. So that's a hashtag we like to say. A lot of people, we joke in the comment section, you know, and maybe we'll get some merchandise someday and put that on a hat or something, because I kind of like that.
What, hashtag?
Fuck larf. we don't have to say F-U-C-K. We could say F-U...
F asterisk asterisk.
Maybe not that many asterisks. We just have to make it as non-offending as possible to people, because people get offended these days. We have to be very careful. But I like the idea. Tell me what you guys think about that idea, making a hat with that hashtag. Anyways, love it. We don't like larf. Not that I'm against it. There's a lot of reasons to grow larf. You can get a bigger yield in your all-around tent, and that's what people say. They get these big yields, but they get yields of shit that I don't want, you know?
Yeah, you're kind of fussy. You're the muffin top guy. You know, like, you were talking about your friend that only eats the top of the fucking muffin, and like, you're like that guy. You just don't even want to smoke the larf. You don't want...
I don't need to, right? Because if I'm growing that many dense buds, that many ounces, you know, and I'm doing 2 grows a year, that's more than enough for me and my golf buddies for the most part. You know, we can take care of that, and it's all nice and dense and good. Why do I need the larf? Even making my oil, my concentrates, I still have enough hard, dense bud to use for it. I just have just the idea of trimming larf. The idea, that is trim gel.
I think the people who grow the larf and like their larf, they say, okay, this is larf. They toss that in a bucket and they make a oil or a hash out of it or something.
A lot of people do, and they love it, and I respect it. I really do. Just not in my tent. It's not for me. And you know what? We've got a lot of people in the comments that have been commenting, you know, lately, and actually for quite a few months now, you know, been coming across, say, I've been doing it your method, and I love it.
And fuck larf anyway.
Yeah, hashtag fuck larf. A lot of people, I haven't heard one person say your method sucks. I've tried it. I'm not getting it to work. I haven't, not one person. Please do if you're having a problem, you know, but if this is something, something that interests you guys, we put everything in a spreadsheet, and you can get that in the description.
Yeah, and you can see every ounce of water we put, every milliliter of water, every
detail, because I don't want any of that left out for you guys that want to follow this grow, especially you guys that are just new growers. And I suggest for new growers, if I can make a suggestion for new growers, you guys start out something easy, something you just have to add water to, like a grow like this.
Beginner friendly.
And learn how to water before you start jumping into all these auto pots and all this other crap, right? Which I'm not against them. I'm not against them at all. I just think become the grow. Become
one with the plant.
Before you start doing all these weird gadgets and stuff, become the grow. Learn how to water the girls. Learn what they like. Channel the girls before you start flipping to all this instrumentation and all this stuff that is really, in my eyes, it's a lot of marketing.
Learn to read your leaves and learn how to feel the roots.
Learn how to water before you let something else water your girls, like an automated system. Learn how to water them yourself.
Oh my God, that's like art. It's like you know, to be a real artist.
Right, hang on a minute, Biscotti. No, you'll go continue with that thought.
To be a real artist, you should probably know how to do realism, right?
Yeah.
Before you do abstract.
Exactly, and which brings us to what we were talking about this morning. I came up with this, and Miss Grow said that is just genius, and I wrote it down here and just threw it away. I said, I don't know anything. I'm just a grower. That's what I said, and that's really, if you come at it from that angle, that I don't know anything, I'm just a grower, because the plant is going to dictate and tell you what's going on with everything.
And you know, they're all different. Like some of them, they might want different stuff.
Yeah. So at any rate, I'm just telling you. Anyways, I'm having a great time in the tent. The more people I can get to start growing in their own. This is just a 2x4 tent, you guys. You could grow one of these in any spare bedroom or anything, because this is fun. We do a whole show in this little. This is like a half a bedroom. This is almost like a closet in here.
It's like a big walk-in closet.
Yeah, it's not as
like
big.
Not that big.
maybe for a teenager would be a room for a teenager. You know, a room. Teenager would appreciate the size of the room, I guess. It's soundproof down here. They could just blare away down here. At any rate, I don't know where we were going, but let's talk about the timeline. That's right. I was talking to our new people, right? And now we will talk to everybody. And by telling you guys what happened in the tent this week and our timeline. And our timeline is 127 days from seed, you guys. Yeah, that's right. We put those seeds in little peat pods, and we show everything from episode 1 all the way through every step that we did if you want to follow our grow. Day 50 of flower, you guys. Day 50 of flower. We're just starting the 8th week of flower. Yep. So I got to tell you guys, for 7 weeks of flower, these girls they really, really look good.
They look quite mature.
I took a quick look at them before the show, Mrs. Grodaddy. A quick peek.
Quick pick.
Oh man. With my little tiny microscope, I took a really quick peek at them, and I didn't really see any amber on the girls. They were pushing, getting cloudy.
You're
clear.
talking about trichomes.
That's
here.
right. I'm talking about the trichomes, and that's what we do. We're not going to harvest them after week 7. I've never harvested anything before. At least it's gone 8 weeks. So these got another 6 days before they hit 8 weeks anyway.
Yeah, and probably next week I might be doing a little bit of trichome porn.
It might be time. It might be time to start looking at them with the microscope. With our video microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at any rate, that is our timeline in the tent, you guys. And I'll tell you what, the girls are, well, they're nothing short of absolutely beautiful in their own way. And I'll tell you, we've got our black bud down here, Louise, and she's absolutely gorgeous. She's had black buds on her since the beginning. And of course, I'll tell you what, Colette is starting to turn purple. She's really mild-mannered and beautiful, but she has a really beautiful stank. Yeah. She's just got a beautiful stank to her.
Very frosty.
Very sweet. Anything. I just love a good sweet girl. She's got a perfumey, beautiful smells.
She's really a girl next door type of plant. I was just looking at her compared to Louise and the others.
Right? Yeah.
Very normal. Like there's not a hint of foxtail.
Little buds. They're little. These are not big buds at all over here.
They're Grow Daddy style muffin tops.
I got to tell you what, and our bud count. We didn't get to the bud count really talking, but we got bud counts on these girls, which I guess we'll go to in weed porn. We'll kind of talk about the bud counts. Mm-hmm. These girls are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Chantal is so frosty. She's so frosty, and she's got these big old huge buds, and she's scaring me to death because I'm thinking she's going to have a lot of larvae.
Yeah. Well, that was the two different tents. We got the good girls, and then we got the party girls.
Yeah, these are the party girls over here. They look beautiful, but I grew them all down for different reasons.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them when we go over the girls, why I grew them this way. But nevertheless, it's not a bad idea to, every once in a while take one plant, grow the girls down some nodes, just do a little experiment.
Just to teach yourself for the 17th time or whatever that
is not a good way to grow.
That you'll get
I'm
larvae.
not saying that you can't, but when you grow all kinds of different genetics, I feel when you just grow the muffin tops on top, we don't get humongous yields, but we get some great quality, and we get a good yield of good quality. I mean, when you can average 4.6 ounces a plant of nothing but hard, dense bud, and we don't have a bunch of larf and crap wasting our time,
filling bags with trim.
Filling
and
bags with shit that we don't want to give away, we don't want to use for anything, or trimming for that matter. At any rate, there I go on larf again. Don't get me on this tangent. And that's all I'm trying to say is the girls are looking spectacular. We'll see them in weed porn. And here I'm going. I'm high. You guys forgive me. Let's start out and talk about what we did in the tent this week for light. Well, I got to tell you guys, as far as light is concerned, we're using 320 watts LED light here, and any other light. 320 watts is what we have. We're not using that much, but this light it's made for a 2x4 tent, and it delivers 320 watts, which is, you want at least 300 watts, I think, in a
available.
Available. So if you're buying a light, we do have a light video, which gives you a clue.
Yeah, it's just up there.
Okay, it's right over here.
Up.
It's right above
you.
Okay, it's right above me, you guys. Check it out.
Well, no, it's up. Sorry, I screwed you
right
up.
Above me.
It's at the top, near the top of our channel. It's in our featured videos. So.
Oh, okay. So you got to go to our channel. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's we did a thing on lights. quite a few years ago, but it still holds up. I watched it, and you know, it still holds up very much the truth.
Well, just to kind of decode some of the, you know, like the terminology, like PPFD, PPF.
If you're shopping for a light, I give you also
the PAR tables.
But how many watts to buy for how many square feet?
Yeah.
And so on, and what kind of light you're looking at, because this particular light's probably a mid-range light, you know, which is a good value light, and you can get much more efficient lights. They'll be more expensive.
Well, yeah, there's a whole lot of different kinds of lights, but you know, you should know how to.
You can also
do
get
your
lights
shopping.
for a 2x4 that are 200 watts, and they're the cheaper lights that you buy, and every company's got them. And I got to tell you something, that's not enough for a 2x4, you guys.
You might be disappointed.
No. You'll grow some nice looking buds, and you'll get some hard buds, but a lot of larvae. It's just not enough power as far as I'm concerned. So but go to the video. That's I don't know why we're getting so far. We're hanging 15 inches, and we are in 12-12 light cycle, lights on, lights off for 12 hours. And let me see what else is going on. We're using 280 watts of power, and we do use a watt meter, you know, to know where to put the dial. You know, we don't just turn.
Yeah, so you plug the light into the watt meter, and then you plug the watt meter into the wall, and it tells you just exactly how many watts you're pulling.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you though. Reading 75 and 75, almost the same spot. But they're not always like that. Even though they're the same lights, they're not always like that. But I'm looking, they're reading 75%. But you know, they're only gonna go up another 40%. So 75 isn't even right.
Yeah, we don't really use the dimmer switches on the lights to describe how much light we're giving.
We use the watt meter, because the watt meter also tells us if our lights aren't functioning, which we've had lights in the past that broke, stopped functioning properly. And you couldn't tell the different light it was giving it during the day, but it was moving up and down on both lights that we had.
Yeah, you couldn't even see that with your naked eye. You have no idea it's going on at all.
Every time I walk in here, I'm always like this. I'm always looking at my watch to see if the lights are on. You know,
they're jumping around
if they're jumping around from, you know, who knows, 80 watts to 300 watts.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what you're giving them, and trust me, you will not see it. You will not even know what's happening.
Your plants probably don't like it.
That's just a pro tip, you guys. And we're hanging approximately 15 inches with 280 watts, which is giving us 800, 850 maybe par, probably closer to 800, 850 par. I got to tell you something. The girls look really good. I do want to lower her a little bit. We will show you Louise.
Is that because Louise? Is that because she's tacoing a little?
She's got a few tacos, but she doesn't look bad. I kind of want to push these girls a little bit, and I think that's where we're at with all the girls. They all look like they're getting pushed a little bit. The leaves, I've seen happier days on the leaves. They're all curled a little bit one way or another.
In previous grows, like honestly, we would be like 750, 775 to the very, very, very max of 800 par.
And really keeping our leaves happy.
Yeah, and you don't get any tacoing or anything like that. If anything, they might not have enough, but you're giving these guys 800 to 850, which is a little more.
It doesn't look like I'm burning the hell out of them, but it looks like I'm pushing them just a little bit. And I'm keeping an eye on them. They look good, although I do want to lower Louise a little bit today. And everybody else looks like they're doing real good. We'll talk about this tent a little bit more when we get over to these guys in the weed porn segment, when we're really looking at them as far as light, because we got a whole different situation over here. You know, here we've got some of our girls that are getting 900, you know, par. Some of them
on the top, because they're
the ones on the top are getting 900. You go down a little bit, and then other ones are getting, say, 700.
Yeah, because the canopy is not as level on tent two.
Right, and that's so. When you hear people giving their pars on the canopy, some people are giving their par on the canopy and they're counting the top bud. And then you have all this stuff way down here that's only getting 400 or 500 par. And the one on the top is getting 1100 par. And they're saying they're getting 1100 par.
Yeah, like
on their
1,000
canopy.
par.
Well, you're really not.
Yeah.
You know, if you just did the measurements around the tent,
ones.
only the top ones are getting that. Anyways, I kind of get why they say these other canopies can use that much par, because I wonder, Tim, if they're using that much par, they must be really burning the shit out of it. I think it's because of the unevenness in their
average,
canopies.
yeah.
This is an unusual canopy for me.
Yeah.
I don't normally have canopies that are
Daddy,
up and down.
you really let those girls boss you around. You were like, come on, time to trim some nodes off you. And they're, no, Daddy,
well, you know, Chantal, she stretched another week, which a lot of times I didn't think she was going to stretch. And I let her do it, and I didn't. I could have handled her as she was stretching that week, and I didn't. And of course, and
Marie.
And of course, Marie on the end over there, she only has
24.
She only has 24 bud sites, 24 stems coming up. And
that one I totally get.
That one's really low, so I went down on the stems on those, and her stems are thick as well. So we'll see what we get. She's got the classic. I'll tell you what, Marie. She's got those buds that, you know, the really good YouTubers, the photographers with the beautiful cameras.
The sort of S shape.
Well, and they've got the thing spinning on something. That's what she is. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's so photogenic. These girls are absolutely looking gorgeous, you guys. Our DLI, we're running about 34, 35 DLI in the tent. And yes, DLI is daily light integral, and all that means is, well, that's how many photons are hitting our canopy, you know, in a 24-hour period of time. And to explain that to you guys just a little bit, like if you were growing photos and they were at this exact light, but they were on for 18 hours. See, these are only on for 12, giving them 35 DLI. And I'd just be guessing the DLI on running it for 18 hours might be 46 or 50. You'd be burning the shit out of your autos if you were trying to run them at the same setting.
Yeah.
Because you're running those for more hours.
It's just too much light per day. Like if you're running so many more hours, you're gonna have to turn the par down.
Yeah, I think I explained it though, right? I don't know. I'm high. Everything's all good. Let's talk about water, because I'll tell you what, that's what excites me. Light gets me going, but I'll tell you what, water absolutely excites me, because I'll tell you, it tells you what's going on in the tent. It's the heartbeat. Are they drinking? It's like your kids. You're watching your kids. Are they eating? If they're not eating, there's some problem, or there's something going on.
And I'm a feeder, so I know.
So I'll tell you what, we did some figuring out, because we looked back at our watering charts from previous. We went down to our
spreadsheet.
We went to our spreadsheet, and we actually looked at it. I know it's a lot of work, but we actually looked at it to see the figures, the math. We did the science.
We're citizen scientists.
We are citizen science. This proves we're citizen science, because we keep all these records. And anybody can look at them, and what do they call that? They call it free something, right? Where anybody can get to it.
Open source?
It's open source.
Yeah.
It's open source for you guys.
Open source science.
I'm not saying it's a great science, but you know what? This is what it produces, and you can count on this.
It's empirical information, so yeah.
Yeah. We found out that our flowers usually start peaking with their water in the 4th or 5th week of flower. I've been freaking out, and you guys have been saying don't freak out, or giving me other things to do to turn the lights up and they'll drink more water.
Chill out.
I've heard a lot of different comments about different things to do, and also to chill out a little bit.
But
You're right.
we realized that they really do kind of slow down their drinking in week
4,
5 or 6. 5 or 6. No, in 4 or 5 they're peaking in 4 or 5.
Right, they're peaking. They're drinking the most water.
Yeah, and then either by and
then
depends on the
back.
plant. They're
on their way down with water. And so we've got different. So we've been noticing these girls. These girls are they've come down quite a bit this week. Let me just start with Louise. Louise is drinking 1.8 liters. The same she was drinking last week. She hasn't stopped. And
this is a daily average for the past week.
Right. And you know what I can think of? All of our runts, they tend to keep drinking water. Maybe at a lower level, but they keep drinking water.
Slow and steady.
Our bigger plants that have been really hardy drinkers really start coming down off of it kind of rough, you know? And I will just say Colette is drinking 1.8, the same. And she's come down 2 deciliters. She's drinking 2 less deciliters than she was last week, average a day at 1.8. And Chantal, 2 liters, and she's also come down 2 deciliters. And we've got Marie, she's also at 2 liters, and she's come down 2 deciliters as well. Wow, so the girls are really coming down in, you know,
Yeah,
starting
they have peaked. They're starting week, was week 8, right?
Yeah.
Starting week 8,
Yeah.
and they're on their way out.
But I was worried about the water, and maybe I shouldn't have, but I have been checking the pH, so there are some numbers to look at in the spreadsheet. Because I stopped using my pH pen.
I think I gave you the average pH.
Oh, you did, and there it was.
6.7.
6.7 is my average pH.
Or 6.6, pardon me.
6.6 is my average pH.
Hey, how do you pH down? Like,
oh, how do I pH down?
Yeah,
Just to
what do
finish
you-
up the water segment?
yeah, what do you use in your water?
I use ascorbic acid, and it's basically, ascorbic acid is vitamin C. And I'll tell you what, it's really good stuff. Plants love it. That's number 1. Number 2 is it gets rid of your chloramines and your chlorines in your water.
Like magic.
It's like magic. And a lot of people, like Mrs. Grodaddy, will take a quarter teaspoon or something and throw it in the bathtub, and it'll get rid of all the chloramines and chlorine while she takes a bath, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, you just put like a scant.
You don't need much. You
Yeah.
don't need much. You don't need much. I know how much I use personally. I get 7.5 or 8 pH out of my tap, and then I fill up a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm able to put a little bit less than a quarter teaspoon in there
Of vitamin C powder.
of vitamin C powder, and that usually takes me down around 6.5 in pH and gets rid of all my chloramines and chlorines. And people all the time are thanking me, Mrs. GoDaddy, because I don't know who else is doing this, because I've never heard anybody else talk about this, but I've been doing this since I started growing.
It's a little known secret
Something
in the
I
grower
found,
community.
I read somewhere, and I've been using, but I've never heard one other person talk about it. There's always something to sell you guys. This stuff is really inexpensive.
I wrote a song about it. I'm going to put a card.
Please do, Mrs. Grodaddy. That's it for our water, you guys. The girls are looking absolutely fabulous. And apparently they're drinking the right amount. You girls are doing just fine. They're just getting older. They're thinking about their figures. They're not drinking as much. I get it, you guys. You guys look absolutely beautiful. Yeah, they're all competing against each other now. Look at them. At any rate, we also, one more thing we like to guys talk about is we like to talk about our environment. And you can't really talk about your environment without talking about VPD. And we have a VPD chart right here, you guys, that everybody passes around to give you guys a good idea of exactly where to keep your temperature and your humidity, in combination, because there's a chart right here, your humidity, temperature. You come down, everybody around the world is got their own issues.
Yeah, we all have our climate issues.
Some people have heat and humidity, no humidity and heat. Some people have humidity and heat. Some people have cold and heat, cold and low.
If it ain't one thing, it's another. But you want to just try to get into that sweet spot, and you can find that on the chart.
Yeah.
Where if you can achieve a certain temperature, then you just move your humidity, or if you can achieve a certain humidity, you just move your heat.
Not a big deal though. I mean, in all reality, I want to tell you guys, this will help your plants transpire. It'll help them grow more viciously, as it were.
It helps them to photosynthesize and to transpire.
And let's not forget about those stomatas.
The little stomata.
The stomatas will open for you guys if you get it right. Those stomatas will open for you guys. At any rate, I love talking about transportation.
Transpiration?
Yeah, that too. So, hey, listen, you guys. That is our environment. Oh, no, I didn't even talk about our environment. Hi, Mrs. GoDaddy. So, okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep things about 75 degrees in here. That's this is what we're trying
Fahrenheit.
to keep it. Thank you, Mrs. GoDaddy.
How about the Celsius?
The Celsius, let me look at my notes. 24 Celsius. That is our target. Now, temperatures, pretty much, they're going down at night after the lights turn out to probably 69.
Yeah, there's a nightly swing, and that's okay. They say that's good for them, actually.
Lights turn on in the day, and they automatically jump up in the 70s, and we'd like to get them up to around 75 and keep them at 75. Sometimes they're climbing up to 77. We don't really want to see them go past 78.
Why is that?
I think it's really bad for the, for the trichomes. The trichomes overheat and burst or melt. That's what I personally think. I'm not really sure how this works. I have heard cooler temperatures in flower, especially later flower, will preserve some of your terps.
Yeah, it keeps them in the plant rather than
when
letting
you come
them
down
escape.
here, if things get out of hand and it gets a little warm down here, so does the smells.
Yeah.
You could smell everything a lot more. It's just, and when you smell things, that's smells that are leaving. I realize you're not going to contain, and I don't have even a smell. But if I come down here when things are too hot, all of a sudden I can smell my grow. And
it's the same, if you think about it, it's the same exact principle as like why you keep your coffee beans in a very tightly sealed container and stuff like that, because those oils are volatile, like those terpenes, and you want to keep them in.
Yeah, and I also think I've done a pretty good job of keeping my humidity, at 50. It hasn't really gone up,
That's 50%.
50% humidity. At this point in the grow especially, I'm looking at between 45 and 50. I think at one point I was letting them go from 50 to 55 is okay. Now I'm kind of going in the direction of 45 to 50 is more or less, but they're pretty much at 50, swinging just a little bit, maybe down to 47 to 50 or something like that. And if you're interested in what those numbers are, in this whole chart here, they're called kilopascals. And you can see right here where we are, you guys. We're between 1.34 and 1.49. We're right here on the chart. That's where we're at in our environment, guys. So that is our VPD in the tent. Come on! Because it's time, you guys. It's time to take a really close look at these girls, okay? Let's go check out these girls in some weed porn. Come on. Hey everybody, this is our weed porn segment. I'm glad you guys made it. I'm telling you what, we got 4 beautiful girls to show you. But before we do, let me tell you what, all these girls are from Quebec cannabis seeds. And I'll tell you what, they've given us a code to give you guys to get 20% off. We're not making anything on the deal, just to let you guys know, but we are going to pass a really good deal on to you guys.
20% deep discount.
But I don't remember ever finding, rarely do you see really, really good sales on seeds like this where you just get seeds and 20% discount. Just put GrowDaddy in their coupon code, GrowDaddy, one word, not GrowDaddy TV, GrowDaddy. Now we can't put a link to this because we'll get this video taken down for putting a link to it. But we can certainly just tell you guys, we're just sharing this is what you get for hanging out with us, especially you guys that show up every week. I think it's a great discount. They got a lot
Hey, if you guys like what you see, if you like the way these plants look, you might want to go and check out Quebec Cannabis seeds.
I know they're not available in the whole entire world, but I'm pretty sure these things are available in the United States and in Canada for sure. And I don't know where else they're available, but you guys can find out. So let's check out Tent 1, you guys, where we've got 2 beautiful girls, Louise, our black bud, and Colette, our frosted gelato. And which one's the black bud? I don't know. I think it's Louise. Hey, let's take a close look at Louise, though. Come on. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec black bud. She's gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. She really does have, how many bud sites does she have, Mrs. GrowDaddy?
I think she's got 64 bud sites.
64. But I'll tell you what, there's a couple lower in the canopy. Not many on her, but like you look at this one over here, that's hard. And that's way down there hidden in the canopy. I'll tell you what, I think we are going to get some really nice buds. Some of these are just muffin tops though. Let me show this one, Miss, right here. Let me just give you an idea. Where are we at? Oh, I had my finger around the wrong. That's a big one. Okay, that's a big bud.
These are classic GrowDaddy TV style muffin top.
Yeah, it's a big golf ball. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, it's just not that big. If you can see it in the hand, it's not that big. It's not that big. It's just a small golf ball. That's one of the bigger ones in the tent. A lot of the other ones in the tent are even smaller than that. But I'll tell you what, no fear. I have absolutely no fear at all. She's just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm not wiggling or anything, but she smells. Here, smell that. Smell that.
Smell your finger. Okay, yeah, no, it smells great too. I just cannot get enough of these close-ups because just look at how insanely beautiful this is.
Yeah, she's really, really gorgeous, you guys.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, and what can I say? I don't know if her leaves are going to change at all. And look at some of these leaves tacoing though. Look at this. Can we look at some of this? This is probably one of the taller buds in the tent.
All right.
What are we looking at? Let me see. Right there. See these taco leaves right back here on this one.
Yeah.
See these are tacoing?
Yeah.
But look at the whole. They're tacoing over here. But if you look down, she's going to get lowered today.
Yeah.
But you look at some of the lower ones here. This one's getting a little less par. There's no tacoing on those really. Oh, there's
there's some
tacoing right here.
tacoing, yeah.
She's getting put down in the tent a little bit today.
She is telling Daddy she's got a little too much light.
She's got a little too much light. And this is not having a net. I'm able to do this without making her neighbor Colette suffer at all, because Colette is looking just fine, and we'll see her in a minute, you guys.
Colette's
in
good
fact,
with
let's
it.
go check out Colette, because I'll tell you what, Louise, you're gorgeous. You've done a great job at presenting. Can we get one before we leave? Can we get a look at her old canopy? Because I have taken some leaves from her. I have done some leaf stripping, as you can see, but you can see her canopy so thin, but there's not a lot of light going out. Those leaves are still catching it. So I'm a little nervous about getting rid of all the leaves, but we have taken out a lot of leaves that just don't matter, because we ain't growing leaves here, we're growing buds. Let's take a look at Colette, her next door neighbor in tent 1. Come on. Hello, Colette. Colette is our frosted gelato from Quebec Seed Company, of course. And I'll tell you what, she looks like the girl next door. She just looks green. And I'll tell you what, she looks gorgeous. See,
she's a normal.
Look at the size of that. Ooh, look at the size of that.
Big.
That is one of the YouTube buds. And I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. That's one of the YouTube buds. Most buds in this tent are really, really small.
This is a Grow Daddy TV style.
That's a muffin top. She's not very big. You know, all these are pretty much muffin tops, except for here's another big one in the front. We're just showing you the monsters in front. I'm afraid that's gonna be larvae, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
You never know.
She feels pretty hard. So we don't know what we're doing, but we really do know that these are pretty much muffin tops, you know, and she's looking, smelling, and
she's a classic.
She's a classic.
She's a classic
Both
beauty.
these girls are classics in the tent, let me tell you. Now she has 48 buds. You know, all total, what's 48 and 64, Mrs. Grodaddy? Help me out. That's 112.
Very good.
112 in one tent, Mrs. Grodaddy. I just did math stone.
You did.
I just did math stone, Mrs. Grodaddy. I'm improving. Look at her leaves now. Look at her leaves. There's no curling. There's a little curling over.
She's okay with this light.
Well, we have a lower canopy over here somewhere, okay? The canopy's lower in the tent here. These 4 are getting a lot. Right here, this is the highest spot on the canopy. So these leaves are gonna look more damaged than anything else. These leaves right here are perfect.
These ones might be.
We're pushing her a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're not damaging her. She looks fabulous. Look at the purple she's getting, Mrs. Grodaddy.
Yep.
She is starting to senesce, you guys. She's going to be an absolute charmer. She's going to be a charmer. Best way to put her. She's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I'll tell you what, though. Those other girls, the party tent. This is, remember, this tent is mild-mannered compared to that tent we're going to go look at in a minute.
These are the good girls.
Yeah, come on down here, Mrs. Grodaddy. Let's check out tent 2, you guys. Come on.
These are the naughty. These are the party girls.
These are the naughty girls.
Who we got?
Take a good look at that canopy.
Who we got?
You've got Chantal on the left, our Biscotti, and you've got Marie, our Runtz, on the right. Take a look at what I've done with these canopies. They're absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a close look at Chantal right now, though. Come on. Hello, Chantal. Chantal is our Biscotti from Quebec Seed Company, of course, and she looks absolutely gorgeous.
She is a wild child.
53. She has 53 of these tops on her, and I'll tell you what, she's got some big tatas.
And she's tall. I can hardly
She's frosty.
get to her.
Now, these right here, Mrs. Grodaddy, get back so you can see the level canopy, and let me just explain. These get back so you can see a whole level canopy, so you can bring it down to where it's level at, so you can see the difference. So these right here are at 900 par. Okay, these, like this one down here is at probably about 700 par. You know, 700, 800 par, that's probably 800 par. The average in the tent is gonna be about 800 par completely. Look at the size. Those are just winter chicken dinners. Now, this is why we're afraid of larvae, you guys. I see a lot of things that could be larvae in there. I see a lot of leaves, but I don't know, I also see a lot of denseness. You know, we never know until we dry it.
This is going to be.
Oh, smell her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
gracious.
she smells nice.
Yeah, they all smell really beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. So far, we've only had to use, I think one of these. Look at this right here, Mrs. Grodaddy. We've only had to use one of these. We have one of these in the tent. One of these yo-yos we're using in the tent. Sometimes we have to use a lot of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes only requires a couple of them. They're really nice to have. We have loads of them. And I'll tell you what, these girls are frosty. They're all white. You can see these top girls, these top performers that Mrs. Grodaddy's showing you right now. They're on the very top of the canopy. So they're gonna have any light damage, they're probably gonna have on the top.
Yeah, they're looking a little...
But you look at these lower ones, look at this one, like right back here. Look right back here, right back here. Look, now that's probably getting about 750 or so canopy right there. Now look how perfect her foliage is. She's down in the canopy a little bit. You know, we've got to push some. We've got some that are even lower in the canopy, like way down here. We've got some even lower in the canopy that are probably getting 500. You know, like down here, barely getting any light.
Large.
So, yeah, we do have some lower ones, but I'll tell you what, with 53 bud sites, that's okay. That is absolutely okay. We do have so many bud sites on these girls. You know what that means? I didn't cut off enough suckers. We do have some growing that are a little too low in the canopy for me.
There's also kind of making up for Marie over there too.
I agree, and we're going to show you guys Marie right now because I'll tell you what, Marie, our Runtz, she only had, well, we're going to get to her. Let's go check her out right now, you guys, because she's absolutely gorgeous in her own right. This is the party tent. Come back, look at this. Look at this canopy. Look how wild it is. This is not a GoDaddy canopy. Okay, this is not a GoDaddy TV style canopy.
Not a good example.
It's not a good example, and either's Marie. So let's take a look at Marie, you guys. Come on. Hello, Marie. Marie is our Runtz from Quebec Seed Company, and I'll tell you what, she has only 24 bud sites. So few bud sites, we're not used to it, but I'll tell you what, I only broke a couple of her stems. She just didn't give me a lot of stems for some stupid reason, but we really grew the buds down on her, and I don't really want to get I'm so sorry. I'm getting so handsy. I don't want to really get my buds in on any of these buds, but here's one, for example, back here. That just goes all the way down. Do you see where that hand is? All the way down to where my hand is down here. So it's a very long bud. I've gone down, and a lot of the bud sites look like this. Look at the frost. Look how beautiful she looks. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Very frosty.
Very frosty. Very...
yeah.
But look at the color. She's going into senescence. Her leaves are getting dark. Like a dark purple. And her bud is just standing out with the frost. She is a pitcher plant. She's one. If we were photographers, we would have some beautiful photos when we harvest of spinning her in a little dark room with all that beautiful light. But we don't have those skills. But I don't think when the plant looks this good, you don't really particularly need great camera skills.
When a plant looks this good, my iPhone is gonna make her pretty anyway, right?
It won't. Yeah.
Good enough.
Oh, it's good enough.
Good enough for us.
Here's a big bud right here. Look at this one. Going all the way down the stem. We got lots of them, you guys. Look at my hands way down at the bottom here. And that's a really big bud. So we have some very large buds in the tent. There's only 24 of them, though. I felt the limbs were really... We needed to let these grow down.
The stems are so thick. Let's take a look at her bottom.
Let's take a look.
Marie, or we're going to look at your undercarriage here.
Yeah, we did come all the way up here with the leaves. See if you get back. She's got a very, very thin canopy. And so does, to be quite honest, Chantal does too, okay? We came back and we really did a lot of leaf stripping.
But look at this burly construction on her. Like, she's thick.
Big thick. Really thick. Nice, big, thick. Now remember, these things, and I also have a couple of these things tied up to keep some of the buds out. I've got a couple, she's the only one that has any training method on her at all. And look what I just found, Mrs. Grodaddy.
What?
Looking in here. I found a bud starting right there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Look at that. Do you see that right there?
Nope.
It's right here.
Oh, I see.
You see that little bud?
It's
a little bud.
Knock it
off.
I'm
pitching it off. I'm knocking
Knock it off, Marie.
Yeah.
Stop it. Don't do that.
Probably a little hard bud too. I don't know. She's looking great. I'll tell you what, Marie is so gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. She's an absolute stunner. But she's next to another stunner. These two can get anybody. Anybody's gonna fall in love with these two because they're absolutely gorgeous.
They're beautiful girls.
They are. They're YouTube buds, by the way. I'm really afraid of larf right here. I think these longer ones are gonna do this in here because I have fewer stems. I think I'm gonna do okay with bringing those buds down here. Right here let me tell you what, she's got 53. I think I'm gonna get a lot of larf out of here. We'll wait and see, but I'll tell you what, these girls, I'll tell you what.
These are GoDaddy TV style.
This is GoDaddy TV style for sure. I'm going to get what I get in here. I'm probably going to get 4.6 ounces or better.
I think you're going to get like 5 ounces each, at least.
Let me tell you what, I'm expecting a really, really good yield, except for Chantal down there. I'm expecting her to give me a bad yield, even though she looks like she's giving me twice as much as everybody else because of the LARF. And we don't count LARF. We will give you the LARF. We give you all the stats, you know, in our harvest video, all the stats, but we will separate the, I like to say, the cream from the chaff. Is it chaff?
It's the wheat from the chaff.
The wheat? Why do I get that wrong all the time? Why do we get that wrong? Come on, that's our weed porn segment, you guys. I'm out. Come on. Hey everybody, thank you guys. I want to thank you guys again. We had a great time today. You know, I got really, really high off of Heather. And that was Heather, right? Oh, she was absolutely delicious at Cisco Berry. At any rate, you guys, hope you guys maybe watched that yesterday. That was our pregame. It's on Saturdays for what we do for the show today. At any rate, love you guys. I can't tell you, without you guys, there's no us guys. Every Sunday we look forward to spending this time with you guys, you know, and we read your comments and we really, really get more than you'll ever know from reading your comments. You
absolutely make our day when you just drop us a nice comment. We just really, really appreciate it. Makes it feel all worthwhile.
You know what else? You know, all those likes, it's the same kind of thing.
Endorphins?
Yeah, but we see numbers and we see percentages of views and we see all the likes, and we feel that we get an absorbent amount of comments and likes. So we feel we get a lot of love for the amount of people that see our material. We feel like we get a lot of love from you
YouTube
guys.
Hates us, but we feel your love, guys.
Yeah, YouTube hates us, but we found our people that love the show. And we love you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
We sure do. Thanks, Gromies.
Next week, you guys, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be the beginning of week 9 next week.
We might get some trichome porn.
I think we might by then. I'm not sure if we'll have trichome porn by then, but we'll definitely take a look at them. These girls were epic, huh, you guys? I think it's just another wonderful, easy, beautiful grow. And I hope you guys really, really, you know, like spending the time on Sundays in my grow room, because I love having you guys here. So we'll see you guys next week, episode 19. Come on! I'm out. You ready to roll?
We're rolling.
Okay, here we go in a minute.
Rolling we are.
But before we do, I first wanted to ask you guys. Okay, hang on. Hey,
Are you playing a game?
No, I was actually trying to set my. Stiff today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
On the movement. Woo! Yeah! Come on!
That was it.